Welcome in everybody to Chad's versus Rift. We have Billy set first. We're having John Arbuckle for Team Chad's. I am not casting alone. I am joined by the one and only Draxy. Draxy, how we doing?
Pretty good. We were able to see a earlier matchup today with Oracle and James, and that ended up a really close match of 3-2. So I'm excited to see how today's match. We had a really early down, really well played by John here, getting uh your mother player. This could be the DS player, so that means you can get this out really early here.
Yeah, that was a really fast down. If you are going to tunnel Gnome either, usually they're going to have either Dead Hard or DS, so definitely want to have a fast chase if you're going to be tunneling out that survivor. So good job on kind of catching Nick off guard at that tile and getting the really fast M1 down on that. And look at this gen spread, Draxy. Oh my.
No, I guess the GBD guy took John. Unfortunately, you get the gen spread here.
Holy mid-gens galore here.
And we also got a hill, so you can kind of just also reserve all the gens as well. So really good situation being for John and really good RNG here.
Yeah, and we do see Eruption and Call of Brine too, so all these gens that had a little bit of progress, they're just going to be completely zero here. And we do find Mitch working this gen in Shack. So now we have Eruption and Call of Brine down on probably all of the active gens. And oh, looks like we come back right as the pull goes, and we get a little bit of a body block, so we are going to actually be able to deny that trade as long as we hit this saw. And I think we're going to... And this is bad news for Rift here. Our deli pull got denied here, and now we can just camp this hook with our saw up.
There's that situation. You know, no matter the first thing you want to get things after deli's up, it kind of is in a bad situation. Going second, your deli player on the ground. If that gets hooked, then you're just in a terrible position. It looks like we're gonna be playing for more though. We think we can get a quick down here. It's gonna matter if Cyber can last a decent bit and be able to provide some chase time for the team. And it looks like we are getting the pull on Nick finally, and Cyber go for the medium ball. We get light though, and it works.
That was a really nice last second juke there at the end of that chainsaw. And now I think we're going to have John leaving, try to go find his tunnel out, which is Nick, but gonna be... Oh, actually we find him immediately. Oh no, this is Zarina. But that's going to be another redown onto our Zarina player. I don't believe she got the pull because we saw the pull go in before the pickup. So looks like if we find Nick, we will be in a good spot here. We end up finding Mitch instead. Nick's probably hiding somewhere. He is. So we still have no gens done, but quite a bit of pressure from John here.
It's on Nick's head.
Oh, he found him.
His white hat.
No way. The troll hat. It's way too bright. Is this DS still up? I think we're gonna wait this.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Someone has a DS timer.
Someone got the timer. See how good it is. Timer's a little off.
A little.
Timer's a little off.
I mean, this is good for Team Rift. They're able to stall a little bit and get some gen pressure. He does know that he's probably DS out. I mean, it's a good situation. The longer you wait, the more gen pressure you get. And John kind of wasting a lot of time here for no reason.
Yo, someone gotta tell him he can pick out the locker by now. Okay, there we go. That was a big time waste for Rift. Honestly, if your tunnel is gonna get found there, I mean, that's the best way to have it go, getting an additional like 20 or so seconds out of that. A little bit of bump on the way to main building as well, but still only one gen done here. No deli to speak of still, and 2 injures here, but no Thana.
A good thing though for Rift here is that deli is still available to be gotten. So if Room Room here is actually deli, it's still in play. There's still an opportunity of you getting it. We do have a chase all the way at 4, and we saw a new skill trick, I think that was.
I think that might have been the Call of Brine notification, actually. And that was a really nice curve onto Mitch. If we can find our Zarina here before she can get this deli pull off, we would be in a good spot. We did slug her twice instead of hooking her. So, yeah, like you said, that deli is still able to be got. And we did see another gen pop, so we know where 2 people kind of loosely are. And looks like we find this person's trail all the way in this corner, but we're not going to go chase it.
It looks like we are going to patrol, kind of play with this mid-gen spread, and really just try to deny any extra gens from being popped. And I think we are going to be finding Zarina here. We are.
Ooh, if we can get this down and deny the deli, that would be huge for us. That's going to be Eruption and Call of Brine reapplied. We don't have to go back and tunnel this. We have a lot of pressure here, and this is their high progress gen, so we can commit for this chase here.
We are going to commit, and John understands that Zarina needs to have a really good chase here, and I think she has a resource here. To make it, she does end up making it, and she's still alive. This is really important to have a good chase here. If a good chase does not come through, it's kind of might be almost over, I think.
Yeah, we do have a really good zone break here, but as soon as this Zarina goes down, it's going to be Eruption. Nice win on the Z wall, and going for another one. Oh, wow, really nice vault there. Just barely getting away from that one, and blocking the Z wall during this chase, so we're just going to have to walk her down, but really good chase extend from Zarina here, and that's Eruption down onto Shaq, but nothing else, and looks like we're going to slug her again. That's going to be another gen popping. That's the one at main here.
That's really good getting that gen pop.
Yeah, it looks like it was a double. That is what John thought it was too, so he was right in going back here. We're going to have our chase onto Cybereye, but we did see Mitch run all the way to the corner of the map where there isn't a gen, so we do have quite a bit of time.
Nice stun by Cyber here, able to extend his chase out and knock him down. He is going to end up going down, but he lasts a good bit.
Yeah, we just
only have one person up.
Okay, looks like he did manage to cross in that time, so this is still doable for Rift to get this down to maybe 4K1 here. Again, we haven't been hooking Deli player. I don't know. Oh, wait, what? There's no Deli. There's no Deli. I forgot. It's banned in main stage. Goodness. Oh my god. How did I forget? I made the balancing.
I was trusting you.
What am I doing? I forgot I banned Deli on this guy. Because it was DH or Deli. I think I only banned Deli. Oh my god, I'm silly. So why is this slugging right? Looks like we find Mitch here. I better have a SB ready, but he does, but I don't think he really makes anything. That is a nice curve and a nice crouch, but he's still going to go down here, and we do have one stage on a Mitch. We know that Vroom Vroom just healed herself, so... and now we know exactly where they were just getting that pull. So this is looking like if John can keep up this pressure, it's just going to be 4K2 here.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that. And with Call of Brine, Shaq I know is probably withered away a lot. So we know somebody went towards Shaq. We're trying to find the one that went towards Hook.
Oh, we were close on that guess, but nice stealth coming out from Zarina. So it looks like we're gonna go back. Okay, actually maybe we're baiting her to walk out a bit before we go check Shaq, but she doesn't walk out, so we are gonna go back to Shaq. Lots of kicks on Shaq, but it is regressed to pretty much nothing. All we have here is just the Shaq window. But we do have Bam, so after this rotation, it's probably just going to be blocked. Looks like they go for the vault anyway. Going for the crouch, not able to get the body block on the window. So good chase coming out from Cyber right here.
That was really he crouch checked in the garbage pile, which is which allows a lot of possibilities to not get hit. Crouch checking is been nerfed, but there's still certain places you can still do it on, like on Shaq or any stairs that go downward.
And Mitch getting caught out here a little bit. There's nothing really here. He did have the SB, but kind of went nowhere with it, and I think he's gonna go down, and he does, and that's gonna be Eruption on Shaq. I'm surprised there was still enough to proc Eruption on that gen, and that's gonna be Mitch dead. I don't think they're going to be popping another gen. Looks like they were doubling it.
With that death coming in and down 2v1, one injured, so it's going to be very, very hard to pop another generator.
He can still kick it?
What?
What? I swear, that gen has been getting destroyed. Oh, really near miss on the Cyber there.
I think Cyber on Surfside has definitely been the MVP here. His chases have been so long and so good. He's been doing really good, extending everything for his team.
Yeah, Cyber definitely having the best chases across the board during this set.
Smart of John here to leave Cyber's chases last a little too long. We don't want to have just a possibility of a gen popping.
Yeah, definitely a good safe play here coming through from John to just drop that chase. We know the progress on that Shaq gen, but we didn't really know on this one, so good heads up play, and this is our Healthy Survivor 2, but that window is blocked, so we just have to hit one saw, but nice crouch in the corner. And we're going to extend this chase a little bit. But we do have a bit of time before that generator would pop, so we can commit this for a little bit. And nice saw. Okay, it's finally blocked. Wait, is it? Did that explode with eruption? I don't think so. No, it's still yellow.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's just Call of Run, yeah.
Yeah, it's blocked now. We do hear Cyberite outside of the shack, so this is going to be a 4K2 here. Going for a nice style curve, but not quite going to hit it. And now Cyberite with the last chase of the game. I mean, we know very comfortably that Serena does not have Unbreakable at this point. We have slugged her like 4 times. And a nice firecracker coming out from Cyberite, but only going to extend the chase just a little bit. And now we just have to make sure we can find Serena and pick her up before she fresh bleeds.
That's what I was kind of worried about with how many times we slugged her. Is now there's a possibility if she, say, maybe tenacity could give, not tenacity, no, but we do end up doing fine, which is really good for John here. We don't want to risk a fresh bleed here and giving more room to the opposite team.
Yeah, that would have been pretty important getting those fresh points, but not gonna happen. And we are gonna find Cybereye on the ground as well, so that's gonna be 4K2 confirmed. So very good result coming out of John here. And yeah, that's gonna be tough to beat for Rift on the inverse here.
We will definitely, it will be a fight, but hopefully we get to see something awesome. Again, if a really good start comes through, it is 100% possible.
Yeah, so we'll be back in just a couple minutes while we swap sides here and see what Rift can do, see if they can pull out the 4K3 win con here. Welcome back, everybody, to Chad's versus Rift on the Hillbilly set. We have Cyber Eye for Team Rift. We have a bit of a steep win condition, definitely not unheard of, though, on Billy. We have a 4K3, and Draxi, we actually have a pretty decent gen split here again.
Yeah, and honestly, if you needed a gen split, this is what you wanted for a chance to tie or even have a potential win. Oh, we did see somebody here. We do end up catching Z Slasher here, but I mean, he's had a really strong pillar, and it's going to be kind of hard. You need to get a really good curve here, but with that little opening on those tires, it can be sometimes very difficult. It looks like we are going to try to read for life here. Oh, but he
Oh.
slides up the wrong side of the car.
Oh, unfortunate slide, getting trapped inside that little cubby. And we're going for a saw on Shaq, but not quite getting it. A little bit of a body block at the pallet, but Z can make the window, and we get to M1. So now we are able to play around M1 in chase, not just chainsaw. But we do still have Shaq and a couple of pallets around it. So if Z Slasher plays this right, we could be in for a bit of a long chase and a nice pathing away to this rock. And that's going to be our overcharge or whatever gone. Oh, he zoned a bit.
Oh, do we get this? We really need this down now.
I think he gets
Oh,
it.
it's gonna be really close. Nice.
Ooh.
We needed this down because any longer that would have been a lot of gen pressure for our survivors here and could have created a really big problem.
Yeah, we have no corrupt, so survivors were just free to get on whatever gens they spawned around. So they might be a lot of gen progress around the map, but Oh, that's two separate gens, actually. So that is two gens pretty close to being done, but the Thana kicking in with Z Slasher injured on hook and Finesse with the no mither. That's going to be a permanent one stack of Thana.
I didn't even realize that Ruin got cleansed in that chase,
Oh.
but with that coming out, now we can finally use our other two push. I kind of think that was a blessing in disguise for a bit because Call of Brian is just so good right now.
Yeah, I didn't even notice the rune either, but yeah, Call of Brine Eruption just so good on getting the regression. Not so much when you are hitting a gen that is like somebody is free to work on it, like that gen all the way in the distance. But I mean, now we have info that they're working both gens, even though one of them just popped anyway. But going for a curve on Z Slasher, and that's gonna be two gens popping already. Oh. Hello, Z Slasher.
I wasn't ready for them to be there, but really good. A good down, but those two gens popping kind of allow so much pressure to happen. We need to get a kill here really early for Cyber to be able to bring this game back. I feel like he's lost a bit of control because obviously Sasha being able to take it all the way to Shaq, Shaq just being a really strong tile to loop around.
Yeah, and getting that unhook for free as well while he was crossing the map was really good play from Team Chad's. Not really letting Cyber get any additional pressure. Like, we can't really let another gen pop here unless we end up going for a tie. We can let one more, and looks like we have eyes on two survivors here. We just saw Dino, and now we see John here. Looks like he was rotating in for the pull, but honestly, nice leave there, not letting himself get stuck. But I mean, this is a bit of a dead zone. We still have the Shack pellet. I don't think he makes it, but oh, we see Finesse going in for the pull. Really good timing there. Dare I say that saved John's life, though.
I don't know how much time we have here to chase this. We need a really quick down for Cyber to be able to win this.
Yeah, we need...
Or even go for a tie.
Yeah, we need that Eruption proc on that generator that Dino is working, but Z-Slasher looks like he's set up for a pretty good chase here. We have a decent tile against Billy. That hook really extends the loop, making it a lot safer than it should be. And looks like we have Finesse here to play some body blocks here as well, just in case Z-Slasher does make a mistake, because you really can't slug the no either player. Oh, wow! That was a crazy curve! But, wait, Finesse is here.
He's here!
Finesse is here. Oh, he didn't make it! No way.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm a loss for words. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was a crazy curve coming out from Cyber to get that down on Z-Slasher through the pallet before Finesse could play any real interference, but they popped the gen in his face. And now we're playing for tie here. Really, really perfect timing from Team Chad's here. And oh, they had another gen going.
No.
No way.
Really good gen pressure by Team Chad here. NBL coming through.
Wow.
Wow. Really good polls, honestly. I think that was a big difference. We had good polls, and we just played around Shaq most of the time. And even if the chases didn't always last the longest, Shaq just being so strong of a tile
Yeah, and so far
just
away
allows
from
a
the
lot of time
gens
right
they were
here.
doing as well. And wait, they had another gen go.
Oh,
Whoa! I didn't know they had that much gen progress.
wow.
Oh my. Oh my word. I am very impressed with the gen prog here. Getting all these pulls for free definitely was a big advantage for Chad's here. They had no pressure to ever go around and picking up slugs or anything. All they had to worry about was Z-Slasher on that hook, and he was able to pull out these pretty good chases during the mid game as well. So bot Chad so much time during this game.
Yeah, I 100% agree. We are chasing, I think, Finesse,
Yeah.
or no matter play because of him being a one shot. Wait,
Oh, I thought he went
he
to
went to
Shaq.
Shaq. Oh, I thought he went to Shaq too.
It's like, no way he got there already. Oh! Going for a crazy swing. Finesse is going to make a break for Shaq. Is he going to make it? That's smash hit. But it's on the other side. It's on the other side. Is he going to make it? I don't think so. Oh, he stayed in. Yeah, he doesn't make that. So now we're going to be fighting to get this kill onto Finesse. Um, where are we going? Oh, what? How did he get there? How did he get there? Oh my god. Wait, if he emotes, he might get out. No way. No way. Uh, I can't believe Finesse got out through that. Oh my
Honestly,
word.
for Chad, for Finesse getting out there, that's gonna be really good morale going into the next set.
Yeah, that's great
Oh
momentum
my
for Chads
goodness.
there. Holy. Alright, well, we'll be back in a couple minutes while we swap over to the second set. We do have Nurse coming up. We'll be seeing Rift again. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the second set following a pretty dominant win from Team Chads on the Billy set. We'll have to see if the nurse is going to be any different. This is Rift's pick this time, so hopefully we're going to see some good stuff here from Rift. We're seeing Cyber on nurse. As far as I know, he's a pretty good nurse player, right, Jaxie?
Yeah, this is one of his main killers that he really enjoys, so I'm definitely excited to see how this plays out. Um, he has been known to get some pretty insane blanks. We were trying to find anything to. I think we saw somebody at that tile.
Oh, we did.
We did. John does not know. I don't think John knows that he was behind him for a little bit.
Yeah, I think
I don't-
Cyber had a little bit more knowledge than John did, but oh, we actually didn't get that much distance. Oh, nice double back actually. But we're still gonna get that hit. I think no, it's very close,
Oh.
very close.
I was insanely close there, and we do not get the hit. I also kind of like the. It's a very similar build, and
I don't think he needed to do that. I think he waited long enough on his blink that he didn't need to do that.
Yeah, it
Weird
kinda
look back. I think that
messed
kind of
my
messed
brain.
up his blink. Yeah, he was trying to dodge the cracker there, but I don't think it was necessary. So now we're gonna have a pretty extended chase onto John. Hopefully get that hit there, and we do. That's gonna be our
Ooh.
first hit of the match, and I mean he's stuck. This is just gonna be a
I'll just-
2-tap.
a really good. I mean, he ended up taking it all the way from edge 3 all the way to 11. I think that's more than good enough chase for what needs to be done. With Scourge, get to Pain, we get to have Sloppy in the game for Nurse here.
Yeah.
So be able to slow down the game a lot. I think he's a 4th-gen up here.
Yeah, it looks like we do have a bit of a 4-gen. This was corrupted at the start of the game. Looks like he was checking for somebody maybe pre-stealthing for the pull. Kind of suspect somebody's up here, but I don't think anybody is here. No, nobody's there, so we're kind of wasting a little bit of time trying to go check for this, but nobody's there. Looks like we found somebody rotating for the pull. We're gonna get the hit onto Z Slasher, who
That's who we wanted.
we know has overcome because in the pregame chat he accidentally typed overcome into the chat box instead of the search bar. And this is probably our deli player and a really nice blink conversion onto Z Slasher. That's going to be the down in our active gens. I think we're going to just take this. I don't think.
I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. We have some
I mean,
gens with progress here, but I don't know.
I think he's gonna ignore that bottom gen and kind of hold this loose 5 thing because with this mid
Ooh.
generator right there, he has the time to really just.
And a
Oh.
nice hit onto Finesse there. They were greeting that heal under the hook. They did get it off, but at the cost of a tag, so we might have 3 injures here now. And we have another blink, and we can continue this chase onto John here. If we can get a quick redown. Oh, we get stuck. But we did see the dead hard revealed.
We got rid of Dead Hard from Miss Point, so I think it's definitely worth it. He doesn't get that extra speed boost up the map, and it looks like he's just gonna be dying 11 corner again.
Yeah, honestly, I think that missing that blink was actually favorable for Cyber there because we didn't end up getting that speed boost. We were stuck a little bit, but we just have this one tiny little rock to play, and you know sometimes you can just mind game around it and get that down M1. And now there's no deli in this game either, so this is shaping up honestly pretty well for Cyber as long as we can keep these mid gens. This is a really nice gen spread for him.
Honestly, I think another good thing to know is the only pressure that we've seen is the bottom of the map, and they haven't been able to make it down there. And he still has all his Call of Brian interruption kicks on every single generator up here.
Oh, you're right. He hasn't touched a single gen on the top side of the map. Looks like we're seeing if we can find anybody rotating down here, but not gonna find anybody. And I mean, pardon me, John's gonna have a difficult time trying to cross down to the bottom side of the map after this second pull comes through.
It's gonna be mainly based on if John can end up hitting his Dead Hard.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's somebody on 1 here. Because we know there's no 3, but I think 1 you could kind of sneak.
There's gotta
My
be.
game
Yeah.
sense is amazing.
Nice. Look at this. It is just far enough that we can sneak it, but nice pathing from Finesse there, and we see the pull onto John and the FTP, and looks like Cyber doesn't really care about that. If we end up not being able to find John, we could be in a pretty difficult spot, though. We do need that tunnel out. Even with all these gens facing topside, in a 4v1, this would be still very difficult for Cyber to come back because we can just have John kind of as a reset bot down on the bottom and working this logs gen, it is like far enough down on the bottom side that he can make it. But we find Dino injured. If we get this conversion, and we do, I think that was a 99 SB, but just not enough distance. And that's going to be a down onto Dino. And looks like we see Call of Brine on that gen all the way at one corner. So we do know somebody is still there. It is most definitely Finesse. But we are going to be keeping our eyes out for John throughout this match. We don't want to overextend for him, but we do need him out of this game.
Yeah, I definitely agree with it. Losing that tunnel out is very rough. But, I mean, he is able to keep this generator in play. We do get a really, really quick unhook. I wonder if it was too fast of an unhook for FTP in second win. Because if you pull too quick, while FTP broken status is still on, you will not get your second win.
I think his...
But I think it,
yeah.
Oh, he has Vigil, never mind.
Yeah, that broken was long gone. That Vigil serving him well. Now we're going to have Chase onto Finesse here. We do still have Eruption and Call of Brine down on that generator at the one side. Not going to get that conversion thanks to that hook. And now we're in a little bit of a stale spot here. We are just going to want to find John, but looking like he's doing a good job of not getting found. This is most likely Z-Slasher here. We're going to put another kick down, and we're seeing the gen efficiency from Chad's here again. So much progress on these gens. It's going to be very difficult for Cyber to hold this in the 4v1 because we did drop that tunnel out on John. And honestly, this could be John on main gen. I think he had BL.
I wonder if they would put John up here. I wonder if that's who we saw. Oh no, it is him.
It was him.
I'm surprised to have him up here so deep into the 3-gen.
I think he feels pretty safe being up here instead because we do have that BL and they are working 2 gens across the map. Looks like we're going to be looking for him. We are very, very close to him, but John's hiding in that little corner on the bottom that he isn't checking, and that's going to be our 3rd generator popping as well while we are still looking for John, but we're not going to find him.
Oh, does not get the blink up top. I think this is where the game is finally turning. We didn't get the tunnel out, and now with 4 survivors alive, we're slowly able to start getting these generators progress. 4 more kicks left on this generator at 1. We do have our BL player and Dead Hard player. He is still Dead Hard as well. Mm-hmm. And it's just, even without Deli in play, we are losing time. We are checking edge map, which I don't think he has the time to do that.
No, I don't think so either. John's still in that little spot, playing very, very safe.
They also have Dino on 11. They have this generator of almost 75. This is looking more and more in favor of Chad just because of the gen pressure. Losing that tunnel out is just very unfortunate. Yeah,
Cyber needs to find somebody and get a very fast chase conversion on them, or he is pretty much out of this game. There's just not... Oh, he saw John! He saw John! He saw John! Yes! That was the perfect blink. That was exactly what he needed. This is still doable. Looks like we have somebody trying to play a little bit of interference, but I think we're going to get that blink, and the Dead Heart doesn't come through. This is what he needed.
That was a huge reset. Now he went from maybe out of this game to fully back in control. We know where Dino and Z-Slasher, because Dino ended up vaulting, and we can assume that Finesse is probably on 1 because how important this gen has been to the... Oh my god, this gen.
No, looks like he was still working on 3 here. This is where Cyber can make a comeback in this game. We got a very, very fast down on to John there. We just have to try to keep control of these 3 gens we have on the right side of the map here. I think 11 is probably just good as gone, but looks like they're pre-stealthing off of it. We do see the double. I think we just saw both survivors. I think we saw Dino inside the tile. Okay, no, that was Z-Slasher in the tile, but we see Dino edge map. He's probably got that SB ready, but we do have to just blink right behind him anyway, or he's just going to stand there forever. We need a fast down onto Dino, but we have no LOS here. We're going to go for a bit of a prediction, and nice. Blinks short for the corner, expecting a double back, and that's exactly what Dino does. And we're going to go for a quick down, and we get it! Really amazing blinks from Cyber here, and we're down on the gen that Finesse was working. He is back in this game.
This has been such a back and forth game. Finding that lucky blink and accidentally finding John, it has definitely saved this game.
Definitely. And
we know Slasher is on 11 here because we saw him running earlier towards the generator.
And yep, that's gen popped, but this is now 3v1. Dino is Death Hook here too. If we can get a fast redown, we're going to be in a 2v1 very quick with not too much gen progress. These have regressed a lot, and looks like we're going to go look for Finesse instead. We know that it is not BL. We get a nice hit here. This is probably Lithe, but I think we're going to be able to deny it. Nice double back from Finesse, but there's only so much you can do, and that's going to be a redown onto Finesse. Oh my gosh. Dude, Cybri has brought back the momentum so much here.
And that's our last press hook. I think it's worth hooking here.
Yeah, I agree. We don't know who has UB yet, and look who it is. It's Finesse does have UB, and Z-Slasher is actually going for the pickup. Might have been burned already, but we're trying to look for Dino, but we don't quite find him, and looks like he's healing in the corner. I don't know if he has enough. No, he does.
It is a bit.
Barely.
Oh my.
He barely has enough, and looks like we see somebody's toes here, so we're gonna have another chase onto somebody else. I think definitely would have been the right play to hook Finesse there, especially because we didn't find Dino. I think we're just trying to go for max pressure here, but we do have a stage on Z-Slasher as well, so we could swap to him for a little bit. We do have our gens pretty well regressed. We're gonna go for a safe corner blink, and nice flare from Z-Slasher, but not quite enough distance. We did get a nice blink right in the middle, and that's gonna be pallet dropped, and nice scouting from Cybri to get that quick down onto Z-Slasher.
Oh, now I would agree slugging here.
Yes.
Because if you can find either of these two, he's in a really good spot. But I think, oh, we found who we needed.
Yeah, we see Finesse in the distance. We're going to put another kick onto this gen. I feel like that might be 5 kicks now. We're going to scout main gen, but there's nothing on it, so we're going to go back, probably try to find Dino, or maybe commit our chase onto Finesse here, but... Okay, nice blink out to find Finesse where he was crossing, and we did see Z-Slasher get picked up by Dino in the meantime, so we can afford to get this down onto Finesse, and Finesse double back just a second too soon. Cybri was able to adjust that blink, and he's going to be going down here in just a matter of time, but we do see the full reset onto Z-Slasher. That is definitely a heal perk. No, it wasn't.
Oh, this poor gen.
This poor gen. And we are going to finally take the hook onto Finesse here. This is going to be Gift of Pain, so now after he's unhooked, he has the choice of either, it's staying injured or having no gen time? Is that what it is?
Yeah?
Yeah. So they're going to be in a bit of a tricky spot here. Looks like we're trying to see if Z-Slasher's rotating for a quick pull here. And he is. We barely missed him.
Unlucky. We are going to be worried about... We only got like a few more kicks on the generator, so we got to be careful with the kicks.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to expect Z-Slasher's here, and we find him. This was a really great find. He's forced to trade that hook, and we get the down. I feel like we should just mend hit him. Okay, we're actually going to wait out the 10 seconds to try to get the redown. We don't think Dino's going to be able to pop that gen in time, and wow, okay. Really nice play from Cybri. Dino is now the last survivor alive. He is sitting on his Z-Slasher's body. I don't know if we're going to find him or not, though. We have to check the gen.
The gen is still regressing.
It's still regressing.
I think this is going to be a really tough comeback. I don't know if they're going to be able to come back this.
And it's nothing...
But this should be the pickup on Z.
Yeah, so he knows where they are. Loosely, at least.
But I don't know if he's able to really do anything here.
He's going to go pick Finesse.
I think we will see DS coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Wait. Oh, he still had UB. And that's DS gone. And that's the redown onto Finesse. They have basically no progress here. This Call of Brine has just done so much work this game. Is there a hook?
No, there is not. Call of Brine coming back into the meta with a slight buff, allowing a lot of S6 at least having a new perk instead of Ruin. And you definitely see it really coming into play.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely just so much regression to be able to be paired with that eruption. Permanent regression, but looks like they popped the gen in time. There's Dino. But with the SB, he gets away. This might be stages out. I mean, we want Z-Slasher here if we have to pick anybody. But where did he go?
I'm pretty sure they were the same, though.
No, I think Z-Slasher has 2 left. I don't think he hooked him. He slugged him once. Wow. Really nice conversion. I mean, we might be able to get Dino as
Yeah.
well. He has to go pull from basement. We might be able to get more here. It's still gonna be, I mean, probably most likely one stage out, I would
I'm
imagine.
s- I'm so surprised that they were able to pop that gen in time.
Yeah, looks like we did see Dino stealthing towards that rock.
You know, what if they're in basement which will make it?
No, I saw him. I swear I saw him walk out. Yeah, he's right at this rock. Find him. We don't find him.
We're panicking.
Oh no, we're
There's
scared. We're scared.
so
Really great stealth from Dino. That Dino Dwight just barely not tall enough. We're checking the gates, but there's nothing there. We really need to not let them reset though. I can't believe
I think they will get it.
I can't believe they didn't hear Ace in the locker. And now he's looking for Z Slasher, but Z Slasher has tenacity. He's gone.
Oh no, it's all falling
Oh
apart,
no.
unfortunately.
This is getting
Uh, he
yeah.
was right there. He was right next to them both and just panic and that. I think we're gonna be seeing a few stages out. They're gonna try really hard to get Z Slash out of here.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
He's worth the most here. We had
I can't.
literally one rock away from finding him. We're so close to Z Slasher here too. He's just down a little bit
I,
on the left.
I'm just surprised they were able to pop that gem. To be honest,
We're
that
right
was
here. We're
insane.
right here. We're right here. No,
No,
he
go
stopped just
back.
short. He was right beside them. Oh no.
Wait, no, no. Believe in yourself. You hear her.
Oh, he sees. He sees. He
Yes,
sees.
you're right.
She saw blood. No. Oh
No.
no, Cyber Eye. We saw the blood on the ground. Oh
Oh,
no.
that's so sad.
Oh no. The one thing saving this game is that the gates are very close by, but oh no. Oh, Finesse is just cranking it. Okay. We're still in this. Looks like Dino's trying to play for a flashlight save. I don't know if Z-Slash is in position to get on a gate. He's not. This could be an oversight from... Wait, why are we dropping?
He saw Dino. He saw Dino. He saw Dino.
Oh, because Dino's going to go on the gate. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we're still back in this. He doesn't know what to do.
He's panicking.
3 lights, he's scared. He doesn't want Z-Slasher to get out. He's not there.
He can hook
Go
this
hook,
and
go
he'll be
hook, go
fine, and
hook,
he doesn't
go
know
hook.
that.
I think
He
he
just doesn't have a good
realizes
hook here.
it's fine, he's fine, he's fine. He knows, he knows. Oh my god, I'm so scared. They're not on the other gate yet either. Oh, Z-Slasher's breaking a totem to actually heal himself with inner strength. They really, really need Z-Slasher to get out this game.
Oh,
Where is Dino? Oh,
Dino's behind me.
he's creeping up.
they really want this door. I'm
Oh.
surprised Dino's not opening the door with this reset.
Yeah, I don't know
Now,
if they
you know what's
forgot.
about to happen?
What?
He's gonna be searching down below because he thinks they reset.
Yeah.
Together.
Oh, you're right. He thinks they
So
reset.
I think we're about to see 3 stages at the door.
Yeah, I think we're about to see 3 out. You're right. Yep, we are. And I don't think he's gonna make it back in time. No, that's gonna be 3 out.
Damn.
Oh, really good play on the inner strength there.
Inner strength.
Really clutched that. Wow, that was such a back and forth game. I think that was 9 stages.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All fresh.
That was looking really grim, but nice turnaround from Cybereye, but then really great clutches from Chads in the end game there. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes to see if Team Chad's killer can do better than 9 stages. We'll be right back, just a couple minutes. All right, welcome back everybody to Chads versus Rift. We have the second half of the nurse set with our last second nurse player, John Arbuckle. Their ideal nurse player is not here, did not show. So now we have John with the task of getting 10 stages or more versus Rift survivors. A little bit of a awkward corrupt split, honestly. Kind of definitely prefer to have the top gens corrupted, not the bottom gens, but looks like he maybe saw somebody at this tile. Pretty slow start. Nurse games, a lot of them start with trying to stealth because that first chase is just so quick usually. And Rift doing a good job of not getting found here, but oh, right as I say that, we get found, and that's going to be the SB coming through from Mitch, dodging that first blink right away. But hopefully we can get some nice blinks to land here. And a little bit of a double back, but John predicted for that and got a nice blink hit here.
Yeah, I feel kind of crazy here, but corrupt on 9 in mid kind of feels insane.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, that's what I was saying. That corrupt split was really awkward.
But I feel like it's so good. That means you don't have to really, because like he's top 3, he has a gen like 4, mid 9, and then 1 bot side gen.
Wait,
like,
you're right.
Actually, it was like a mid corrupt.
Wait, yeah, I didn't even notice the gen spread. Wait, that's actually good. I don't know if they have any prog.
Maybe 4, that'd be it. I feel like that is the best gen corrupt I've ever seen in, especially in full power.
Wait, you're actually right. All of these gens are so close to the middle. And
so if he loses like a top 3 gen, he still has like a mid 3 gen.
Yeah, wait, you're right actually. That is actually pretty good for John here. And wait, yeah, look at this gen spread. Wait, this is actually really good.
And the 9 was corrupt, the mid was corrupt, so literally the only gen they could have worked on is this 4 gen.
Yeah, there's nothing.
They probably just started it.
Wait, there's no progress. They had like 30 on 4. And this hook spot, this is my favorite dream hook spot. We did see Cybrai on edge map. I don't think he knows that he got seen. Wait, did John see him? What? We didn't see him!
I don't think John knew he got
John
seen.
doesn't know he got seen either. He was right on that edge map. Yeah, he's right here. Okay, we're not going to get the second stage, but Cybrai is going to get the trade. So we're going to have Deli online, and that's going to be the double eruption. We do get a fair bit of distance with that SB. That was weird. I don't know why he ran that way, but it worked out. That was that was really confusing. I mean, it worked. It faked the blink, but that's gonna be a quick redown. Is that? I don't think that's enough to deny Deli though. Yeah, he did get it.
That's good. He was able to get Deli here, but still really quick down. I still feel like maybe 11 has gen pressure here, but I feel like only bot side has gen pressure.
I don't think so. I don't think Cybrai was up there except for stealthing for the pull, to be honest. We saw our first gen pop, and we do see somebody rotating up this way pretty aggressively. Maybe they were going for the pick onto Cybrai, but that's going to be a hit. And I think this is going to be a quick down. This forces Nick to go pick, and I think Cybrai had to use his UB there. That is a very fast down. This is some good pressure for John here.
And this hook is so right here.
Yeah, right in the middle. This is it was 1 blink away. That's our second gen popping, and
Oh, well, hello there.
Hello.
Wait, is Julia
who's
unbreakable?
It has to, wait, is she? Yeah, she is.
How
did Cybrai get up? He must have crawled to Nick.
But Nick was...
Wait, what? How did he get up? We must have missed something, but that's gonna be another trade, and looks like we're going for the insta hit. I don't really know why, because she has SB, but I guess for no FTP. But wow, okay, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Really great plays from John here. That's death already at 3 gens. 2 injured.
And a beautiful gen spread. I don't know how Cyber got up.
I still don't know. This is a mystery that we may never know. He must have crawled to Nick, and Nick got right back on the gen. I have no idea.
Does he have, wait, can you check the tenacity?
He does. So it must have been that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why was he in one corner?
I have no idea.
I'm so confused.
But great pressure here from John. We're going to have our down onto the Deli Survivor here. I imagine we just take the pick because it is... Okay, you got to blink. What? Blink again! John, what are you doing?
Yo, listen. You just said blink. You didn't say two.
Okay, blink on the survivor. There you go. I think we're just going to take the pick for the hook stage, get Deli out of the way so he can't spam it the rest of the game. And that is exactly what he's going to do here. I don't know if we... Okay, we do have... Oh, this is 2 gens almost done. I'm surprised by the progress. I didn't think they really had much. Oh, because that middle gen still didn't pop. So they must have been on... Yeah, wow. I'm actually surprised. I feel like it's these 2 closer ones, though. Yeah. And then I think this one over here. Yeah, we do find her on the edge map, but that's going to be the Insta Deli. And we're going to have a kick. This could still go either way, honestly. Looks like she lied all the way down to the bottom side. So we're going to have Call of Brian chunking down on that gen for a little bit.
I still think the gen spread is going to be the problem that they're going to get around.
Yeah.
With that generator at 1 can pop, they might be in an okay spot because 11 is still really deep away from that mid gen.
Yeah.
But 1's still in. I feel like you have just so much line of sight and everything.
Yeah, definitely. And looks like we catch... We can blink on the survivor. She doubled back a little bit early, but we did send that blink anyway. But now she's zoned kind of closer to the gens. We should be able to get a tag. I feel like we want to go for the tag and then leave this, most likely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If we can get the tag here. We do really need a quick tag, though.
Yeah, this is taking too long, I think.
Oh, yeah, maybe showing a little bit of the inexperience with having to flex over to the nurse. John definitely not expecting to play nurse today. So having a couple of those missed blinks. Honestly, 4 lanes are a little bit difficult to blink on because if you face your camera just a little bit too far to the side, you will get stuck on that wall. And that's exactly what happened there. So we know that gen at 1's still regressing. So this is realistically the only gen that anybody but Cyber could be on. And they are. So we're going to put a kick down. And I mean, we need to find somebody and get a tag here. We've kind of lost all our pressure going on. And Cyber gets the heal off, I imagine, with his med kit, yeah.
Yeah, this is looking really good for our survivors here. They really, especially with such a quick out, they're doing really good with pressure. They're showing why they picked a set and they know what they're doing. We just really need a tag here. If we can get a tag, we can kind of bring this game back, but it's looking like it might be slipping out of John's hands a little bit more and more. Running all the way on.
He has to commit somebody, though. He can't just keep going around kicking these gens. Like, eventually he has to commit somebody before it's too late. Nick might actually be too close here. This might be a good time to commit to somebody. If we can get that blink hit, perfect. This is exactly what we need here. Okay, and he's kind of stuck behind the shack. Perfect.
Tag really down, or gets it down really quickly. Allow the eruption to kind of bring the game back, kind of.
Yeah, lots of progress on these gens, though. I feel like this game is going to be actually very, very close in the end.
I agree with you. I thought this was going to be just John's game, but it was kind of just been going back and forth really well.
Yeah, it's slipping away with that good chase from Zarina not able to get the tag. We are seeing a bit of the momentum shift in the survivor's favor again. We do need to interrupt this gen, but she does pop it. I mean, we can just commit. We can commit this chase. Then we force Cyber to either commit the gen or go for the pull. So this is exactly what he wants, but looks like we had a little bit of a corner tuck there. Nice double back, but she is going to be going down here, I imagine. Yes, this is what he needs. We need to go stop that gen from popping, though. He is cranking it. Okay, this could still...
Oh, no.
This all depends on if Cyber can get anybody up or not.
She has Unbreakable still.
Does she still have UB? Oh, no, she does. She's fresh. If she gets out, that would be tie. We need Cyber and Nick dead. We need all 3 of these guys dead, basically. If Julia gets out, then it's just a it's a tie. But looks like we're not gonna get the trade. Possibly gonna see Zarina coming in for the pull, but oh, we lose the Shack 50. Nick goes second. This is so close.
So weird.
Oh! We get the pull out of the locker. She's committing the gate. It's gonna be a tie. No way. No way. It's a tie. That is a tied set.
I mean, I think I think it's something
I
that you're okay with
wait,
being Chad's here because they didn't have their main nurse player. Wait,
wait,
no,
wait, wait,
it's
wait.
not
It's
a
not a
tie.
tie. Rift got more freshes.
Yeah,
Wait, I think
the
Rift is
fresh
actually taking the set by 1 point.
they do because of a fresh hook.
No way. All right, well, yeah, that's gonna be Rift taking the set because of that extra fresh hook they got. Wow. Okay, that was very, very close game. Um, yeah, we'll be right back in a
One to
couple minutes
one.
when we go to Spirit. That's 1-1. 2, 1.
Welcome back. Hopefully you didn't miss us too much, but we are back with our third set. We have the Spirit, Cyber Eye on Spirit. It looks like he's gonna be playing all the killers for today. We have Finesse, John Arbuckle, Dino, and Z here on the Survivor side. Um, we had a very close match on the Nerds with Team Rip taking the win because of a fresh out instead of just 9 stages out. So we will be going to our third set, and we will be getting Ghostface today.
Yes.
How do you feel about that, Lily?
Oh, I'm very excited to see Ghostface. Dino's definitely one of the best Ghostfaces out there. I always love seeing him play Ghostface. So I'm very excited that we are going to get the chance to get that set. And I am always happy to see Spirit as well. This is my absolute favorite killer. And looks like we have Chase on to Dino first up. We do have Dwight, so we have no comp advantage here, but very nice prediction. That Cyber would double back through the pallet, and we got a lot of distance here, but we do have that phase back because we did do a short phase, so that's going to be the first hit, and I think we are going to be going to die in this deep 3 corner. Always love to see that on Spirit.
We're trying to waste as much time as possible without our team to get as much gen pressure, but with that, a very quick down. I don't think we're going to see a gen pop just yet, unless maybe a quick double.
I don't think... Oh, wow. Actually,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
They got on that right away.
Do we make this? Even with Agi? I feel like it's a really long walk.
We kind of lollygagged for a little bit, but we should make it. Okay. That was probably a 99 wiggle. We definitely make that if we go right away, but he did take a second to decide, so that was getting pretty close.
Yeah, even with Agi in play.
Yeah, that was pretty close. Looks like we do get that nice double out for the first hook. We do have a nice 3-gen sort of around this hook area, though. We have a kick with Eruption Call of Brine on that gen that is basically 0, and we are going to go for maybe a little bait onto Z-Slash. We're going to go right back to the hook, and we do see Finesse going in, but it is going to be free. We might take a tag for it, though. Now Dino's going to do some nice body blocking and try to make it all the way to Shaq. I think he's going to make that. He has to go for the window. Oh, last second. I think Cyber maybe could have waited for that.
Last pixel? Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
He definitely had to go for the pixel, and that's going to be second gen popping, and Dino just, again, going to die in this corner.
I think he's going to try to play this.
I think he's just going to waste as much time as he can on this truck. I think he left! He's edge map.
Edge mapping.
Nice pathing from Dino. Not going to vault into the killer this time. Not going to do it again. Winning all these 50s and chickies to the edge map again. Going to play this rock. Really abusing the fact that Spirit is 110. This wastes so much time. So much more time than you might think. But that's going to be Eruption on that gen and second stage onto Dino. No DS.
Really well played.
And that's
our third gen popping. Wow.
And we know they were working on another one too. It's not very high progress.
Oh. Still pretty good gen pressure for that gen being kicked early and Eruption. We did see, I want to say that was another double out gen, but really good progress by Team Chads here, and we're trying to see if we can catch out anybody rotating early here.
Yeah, I think that was a double because we did see Ada here earlier, and now we see Finesse and going for the 50-50, but Finesse is gonna win that. Didn't actually drop it on the same side like Cyber suspected. So we are going to have to leave and maybe go back to Dino. We don't want an FTP to come through. We know that Dino is FTP, but Cyber does not know that. And now we're going to have a good chase from Dino here, but there's just nothing on this side of the map. I don't know if Dino really has any chase perks, but looks like he stayed edge map, and he is going to get found, so this is going to be pretty tricky. I think we have to play for a body block here, but I don't know if he's going to get it. He doesn't. Oh, the object is just a little bit too skinny for Dino to be able to play around that. And we're going to have Chase onto Z-Slasher, but Ada so quiet, so hard to hear her footsteps. And we are going to get away without getting injured for now. We are wasting quite a bit of time for these 2 other survivors to be doing gens. They're doing gens without being contested. I feel like during the time of this chase, they might just pop the other 2 gens.
That'd be huge. We know that gen was almost done, and we're leaving down on the ground. I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
we hear
so much progress on Shaq. We're gonna drop Chase to go interrupt Shaq. They're popping it in his face. Only one person gets hit for it. They were doubling that out. I feel like we've seen 3 gens doubled out during this game, and now he's gonna go back to go pick up Dino, but Dino gets picked up. We have a second lease on life, and Ada's gonna be going down instead, but Dino is stuck edge map. We do have 1 pallet to work with. We have 50% power, and that's gonna be the 5th gen popping. There's only 2 hook stages on the board here, and that's the 5th gen pop. The gen progress from this team is just insane these past few games. And Dino is going to live just a little bit longer. He's going to be going down finally. We are in between both gates, so I think we can still get the pickup onto Z-Slasher here. Yeah, it looks like somebody was going for the pick, but we don't get it. Where'd he go? Oh, okay, it was Finesse.
Oh.
He left. Looks like we have John on that gate nearby, but we are going to go for this snowball onto Finesse here, but beautiful locker force. John's going to get that gate open. He's going to be able to go get at least one of these pickups.
This might be 5 stages.
Yeah, if they can get this to 5 stages, that would be just absolutely huge here. And we get the pickup onto Z-Slasher first. Very, very good, I don't know, risk management, good priority on picking up Z instead. And, oh, they're all up. I think they're all out.
Yeah, I think so too.
We have to hit this phase, but I think they're all out. I think this is going to be 5-stage game. Oh, somebody stayed in? Wait, I think... Oh, no. Everybody's out. That's going to be 5 stages for Rift here. At least we got the fresh hook in the end game, but unable to take down Dino Melon throughout this game.
Yeah, a lot of just time wasting. Dino did really good on that, and just a lot of gens just weren't pressured at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw almost no gen pressure despite the Call of Brine eruption on the build. So Chad's very free to just crank these gens throughout the game, and so much gen pressure. So pretty steep win condition for Rift survivors going into this. We're going to have to see them give 4 stages. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes to see if they can manage that. We'll be right back.
welcome back, lovelies. We are back with a spirit set. We're on the second version. We had Dino Melon, a new face on Killer for today. Not our John Arbuckle, so I'm excited to see how this goes and see if Dino Melon can get more than 5 stages here. We're going to be trying to find a survivor in the corrupt area. What do you think? Do you think this is a possible task, an impossible or possible task for Team Rip to do under 4 stages or do 4 stages or less?
Well, it's definitely possible to low stage a spirit. She is pretty bad, but the way to do that is kind of just spamming like pallet saves, slash I saves. That's really the only viable way to low stage a spirit. So it is going to be a bit of an uphill battle, especially with the balancing in EC. There are no second chance perks, so no deli, no dead hard, no UB, no DS, nothing like that. So they aren't going to be able to fall back on any of those. They are going to have to kind of just have as good chases as you can have, as much time waste as possible. Some good stealthing coming out from the start of the game, so this is a good sign for Rift, but there is no gen progress, so it isn't really doing a whole lot unless they are planning on stealthing out the Corrupt. So definitely a possible task, but definitely a very, very difficult one, especially for this balancing, I would say.
Yeah, we might be. We've definitely made some distance across the map. As long as no one gets found randomly and gives an instant tag, I think we are in a good spot for stealthing.
Yeah, you just don't.
Oh, crow! Oh, we end up finding out.
It's gonna
I
be
think it's Ace, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be Ace found. I do know Dino not too much of a spirit player. He can play her, but he does hate it. So we'll see. Kind of got a little bit confused by Nick running through him, showing a little bit of inexperience on the killer, but looks like Nick ran to one of the active gens here. We do need a tag to come in pretty quick. That is Corrupt, just ran out. So we're going to be playing around this pallet again, but swing just a little bit too short, and that's going to be the M1 missing, getting the stun. So this is a great start for Rift so far. No tag coming in the first 2 minutes of the game. This is definitely what you want if you have a very low stage win con. Looks like he ran edge map, actually.
I think so. This should be a tag.
This should be an M1 tag. Yeah, no edge map pallet spawned here, thankfully for Dino. And we're going to have the power back up. So now Ace is a little bit easier to hear now that he's injured. It is Ace, though, so not that much of a difference, to be honest. And, we saw the double vault, but we swung just a little bit too late. He did rock the fast vault, so he does get away with that. But looks like we're just going to be dying edge map now. Great start for Rift, especially if they have some gen progress going on here. Doing a good time waste. And, yeah, they got... I think that's 2 separate gens. Yeah, 2 separate gens almost done. Another one halfway there. This is great start for Rift.
Yeah, this is what they needed for having an opportunity to take this set off of... I mean, this is their pick. Take the set, that would be really good. It's still going to be a really uphill battle, but this is the good start. I think he has a 3-gen kind of around Shaq.
Yeah, he does. We're going to put Pop on this gen, so chugging that down just a little bit. And we do have a nice 3-gen here. If we can get a hit here, but Mind Game not going to be working out here, but we are going to get the pallet break. I don't know if we want to tunnel here or if we want to just go for the fresh hooks here, because Team Rift did only have 2 fresh hooks on their side, but looks like Dino... Okay, he does want to chase this survivor. That's going to be the BL coming through, but I think this is going to be the down, and nice. Good conversion from Dino.
Wow, that was beautiful. With our second fresh hook now, anything else? I mean, if he gets one more person kills, that will be a win.
Yeah, he could take this basement too. This is great, beautiful hook spot for Spirit. Absolutely love hooking basement with her. It's very hard to get out of basement versus Spirit. I know she's basically just an M1 killer, but just her ability to just hit somebody and immediately get that follow-up with her power is just so strong for having a basement hook, and it's just so central on this map. It's very, very strong.
We are trying to bait out Ada coming in, and ooh, it almost ended up working.
Yeah, but
Mitch having chase.
Unfortunately, we are 110, so we're not going to make this. If this is live coming through, it is. So we're not going to be able to get that, but we do see the pull coming in through basement, and we are going to go back and show you a little bit of this. He does make it back before they're even able to make it to the pallet. And,
Oh,
okay, we're going to be dropping Shack pallet, actually. I don't know if I agree with that.
I mean, they both kind of stayed when the Shack was dropped, so that's kind of pretty to you.
Oh, nice. We predicted the vault into us. Great play from Dino there. Yeah, honestly, Shack pallet kind of a little bit of a waste there. I feel like they got basically both of them stayed there, so they got no distance for that drop.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough situation to be in at the moment. We do have Cyber taking chase towards the bus again, but with Pop, Eruption coming through, that gen that has been 70 every single time is now just cooked.
Yeah, showing the power of Pop Goes the Weasel and Eruption combo. We don't have Eruption on it this time because we did not wait, but looks like we're going to go back and... Oh, this is going to be a fast redown onto our Tori here. So Dino's got quite a bit of momentum here. He has 2 survivors, Death Hook. Tori getting caught out on that Shack gen, not expecting the phase to come towards her. And that's going to be carrying him... Yeah,
no.
carrying her into the 3 gen.
Oh no, this is rough.
Oh, she might wiggle. Oh, she might wiggle. She wiggles.
Not cheers, that's all we needed. But even then, we're still need 2 generators pop, and we see them in the corner back there.
We need to get this phase conversion. We need this to hit. Oh, she stayed. He didn't trust. She stayed and waited. And we do see somebody working on that Gen Deep 9 as well. And it looks like she kind of jiggies away. So now we're in a little bit of a trickier spot. We did have a lot of momentum there. That would have been a really great play, but unfortunately somebody was there to body block. But we do see Mitch here. Don't really know where he did. Oh, he ran through us. Not quite able to hear that. Saga is also very quiet as well.
I think it's Champion of Light.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, that was Champion of Light.
Yeah, because the Scratch Marks just disappeared and he made distance. So even though that she wiggled, we still have a really good 3 gen with not Colibri, with Pop eating a lot of the gens.
Yeah, honestly, this is still a good spot for Dino. We have 2 people who are dead on hook, so if he finds any of them, you know, mispositioned, then this could snowball into his favor greatly here. And yeah, we have a lot of progress here, and this is one of our Death Hook survivors, just all the way deep in this gen spread, and we're gonna get the tag for free here. I don't remember if this is the lied survivor. I don't think so, but we're gonna get that hit, and we're gonna be able to get this redown very quickly as long as we are able to land this phase. We do have a pallet here, and we do, but he's on pallet. We did see somebody nearby. I think we're gonna check, see if they're still hanging out, and they are. We do find Mitch hanging out for that pallet save, and now we're gonna maybe go for the bait, thinking that Mitch is coming back in. We're going for some pressure, but it looks like he actually held all his distance. Oh, that looked a little funny.
The crow kind of gave it away.
Yeah. And looks like somebody picked up Nick in the meantime. That Champion of Light's going to slow down Dino massively. We go for a window fake when I don't know if we needed to. But we do get the redown onto Mitch here.
Our 3rd fresh, that means 1 more hook stage, and that will be the win for Team Chad, so on set 2.
Yeah, because... Oh, no. I forgot. The Tori wiggled. This is our 4th stage right here. So, yeah, one more. Yeah, 1 more is win, yeah.
1 more hook stage will be the win here.
This is getting very very sketchy for Rift very quickly here. Dino just able to hold this 3 gen so well here. They didn't get it out of the way in the early game. I feel like if they had scouted this earlier, they definitely could have popped one of these gens while Nick was taking that good chase in that 12 area of the map, but unfortunately they weren't able to do so. So now we are stuck with this hook in the 3 gen. Honestly, Dino could just camp this. And I think...
if he camps, that'll be the win.
Yeah, I think Nick realizes that he is just going to sit and camp this. Next stage being win, this survivor goes struggled, and they have to go double save. And yeah, it looks like they realized. So it looks like they're... Oh no, I thought they were setting up for a double, but Nick got back on the gen.
They are.
Are they? I feel like they're coming in a little late.
Very late.
They're coming in a little late. Oh no, iframes! Well, that was the one thing that could have turned it around on Dino, but still no gen progress for this, and if he can just get the conversion onto Nick. Looks like he ran back into him again, and nice. Dino is picking up on what Nick is doing now, so that's going to be the redown onto Nick, and with this stage, it's going to be win for Rift. That's going to be Nick dead on hook as well. So 3v1 with this tight gen spread is just going to be very, very difficult, especially with that pop eruption in hand. Lots of kicks on this middle gen, though. Oh! We do see the Tori in this corner here, trying to stealth, but not quite getting it, but is going to make that vault, actually. And we do end up getting the tag on Tori, but we did see crows flying over in this deep pocket, so we know that somebody is on this gen. And we do find Cyber crouching in the open, maybe expected a bit of a longer phase, so now we have 3 injured survivors. And looks like we're gonna be checking on this gen again, but I don't think anybody's over here. I feel like if you're these survivors, you have to be playing for a reset, and looks like that is what they're doing. But Dino can just sit here and let these gens regress for the time being. We are gonna be checking edge map, see if we can find anybody, see if anybody stayed in the area. Cyber was here recently. We might actually find him. I think we saw him in that truck, but Dino maybe just barely missed that. No, he did leave. Okay. And we're going to be checking for the reset in this deep corner. This is where they were, and he does find Saga here. This is SB, so we're going to see if we can find the other person that reset, but I think they already left. She did. She is all the way down the map, so we're going to be trying to go for a phase onto Mitch, and whoa! I can't believe that missed. I think Mitch plays on very, very low ping. And looks like he did have a little bit of a champion of light juke. Mitch doing very well in that chase there. Yeah, didn't get hit through that SB thanks to the low ping. Definitely looked like it should have connected. And I think we saw the Tori on the left there. Dino did spot her. So we are going to be in chase with our Tori here. Somebody who should have been on death hook, but we did greed for the hook a little bit there. So now she is only on first. Gonna go for the tag. I think we can commit this. Yes, especially after we see that Cyber healed. We can commit for this chase. I think this is the live survivor. We are gonna make it to the other side of the map. And no panic drop, but we did see her maybe intentionally dying on the pallet. We'll have to see if Mitch is here. He is coming in for it, but isn't able to get it. This is gonna be our second stage onto Tori here. And, oh, actually it was Cyber over here. So, nobody is on gens? And we don't really have anything on this side of the map to play, just rocks, so Cyber is going to try his best to waste as much time as he can on this Z wall here. Dino trying to get some baits on Cyber, but Cyber holding these check spots really well. And even a little bit of a phase fake, but we saw him actually jiggy away to that rock on the edge map. And we're going to go for the phase conversion here. Even if Mitch pops the last gen right now, it doesn't really matter. And we expected same side drop, but not quite. A little bit of nopers from Cyber there. The phase does not land. Mitch is surely pumping away at a gen, but it's only 30. Dino has a lot of time to commit here, and we do get the down onto Cyber with a nice swing through the pallet. And we are just going to take the pick, get that stage onto this survivor. And that's going to be our first hook on a Cyber. We don't want anybody to bleed out here and possibly lose out on points. So now we're going to be trying to look for Mitch. We think he's on this deep generator, but we are wrong. He's actually on the bus generator, just committing it, working it in his face. And that's not going to work out. Dino is going to check it. He's going to put pop down. Mitch still just walking away slowly with that fixated. Eventually going to use the SB. We'll see if he's able to make this trade, but okay, we catch him using Champion of Light when we're not even phasing. That's pretty funny, but looks like Dino has wisened up to his tricks, knows that every time he's going to enter phase that Mitch is either going to walk back with that fixated or that Champion of Light. So good heads up from Dino here, and we do hear him, and that's going to be 4K1 confirmed for Dino here. So great spirit play during his set. Looked a little bit sketchy for a little bit, but having the ability to hold those 3 gens. Dino, if you don't know him, he is a very experienced comp killer, loves Singularity, so he definitely knows how to hold those 3 gens, definitely showing that expertise in macro here, able to hold these 3 gens till the end of time, even when they had a lot of progress. thanks to that pop goes the weasel and some good macro play. So that's going to be Chad's taking set number 3. So now we have a 2-1 score in Chad's favor. And now we are going to be swapping over to Ghostface in just a couple minutes here. We'll be right back. Everybody stay tuned. All right, welcome back everybody to the fourth set of Chads versus Rift. We have Dino Malin on Ghostface for Team Chads. We are mourning the loss of my dearly departed Draxi. He had to go, so now I am by myself casting this. So you're stuck with me. We do have a nice build here. We have no corrupt, which we like to see in Ghostface. Definitely shows a bit of confidence on a Ghostface set. That's an early breakout. I'm very surprised that she was able to get that breakout, but getting this God Palette out of the way early is very good for Dino. We do have our stock back. We get her about 50%. We do see interesting add-ons. We see video surveillance cam and Olsen's wallet. Usually we would see drop leg knife sheath, but we do see our surveillance cam instead. We get Julia nice N99. Now we are going to go see if we can find anybody else, spread some stock around the map, but not quite finding anybody. I imagine we are all stealthing around, holding corners since we don't know where the killer is, but looks like somebody's on Ruin already. So that's going to be a perk out of the way very early for Dino. And oh, we do find Julia here. She is going to need some help. We don't have that drop leg knife sheath for the extra speed after we stalk somebody, but I think she's going to be going down anyway. Yeah, just barely doesn't make that pallet. And we do see aura of everybody thanks to that video surveillance camera. And we are going to get a tag onto Mitch here. Hopefully, yes, we do through the pallet. We did see the other two gens that the other survivors were on. I don't imagine. Okay, it looks like somebody may have rotated for this. Yes, and that's another tag. Very desperately trying to get this pallet save, but just giving 2 free tags for it instead and not going to get it. So now we're going to be able to drag our hook all the way up topside. This is where we knew people were doing gens, so we know the person is on that gen where we are looking. That is where we saw that aura originally of our last healthy survivor, and we are going to be immediately going for that. And yes, they are. Pain Res hit this gen, so it's going to be regressing. So not much progress across the board for Rift here. We're getting some distance stock onto Nick, about 25% of the way. And we do still have 2 injured survivors. If we can find any sort of reset, that would be very good for us. They are going to be resetting on these God Pallets, which is a very good play. That is the safe play. You definitely don't want to be snuck up on, even though we do have eyes on Killer here. And we are able to get that breakout, but looks like Nick is going to be leaving the pallet. Maybe a little bit of lag there, and we're going to have now everybody injured. We are pretty confident here, so we are going to be committing for this chase. At least get the pallet down, get rid of some of the stuff in the end map. But Nick goes for a standing still play to try to make Dino respect it, but he just goes crazy and swings through the pallet, and that's going to be a stage onto Nick as well. So this is looking very good for Dino already here. Julia just a couple seconds away from going second, so I think we're going to confirm this, stand in her face, make sure we get that. And Cybri and Mitch were resetting that whole time. Thanks to Sloppy Butcher, we had very, very long resets. It does make me wonder with how long it took if somebody let go trying to 99 the heal, but I don't know. Sloppy resets do just take a very long time, and we do see the unhook onto Julia come in while we are chasing Mitch around this pallet. I think we're going to have to drop it. Not going to do the same mistake that Nick did. We're going to try to get some more stock onto Mitch, but looks like Cybri is unhooking right behind us in the meantime. He is going to be forced to play hit tank for Nick. But looks like Dino actually wants the injury onto Cybri instead and gets a really nice swing through the pallet onto him. And now we're going to be going stealth mode. Trying to see if we can catch anybody off guard. We really, really, really want to find Julia here. I think we're actually pretty close. We are a little bit on her trail. If he keeps going bottom side, he is going to pick up on her trail. She was just in this room, and he does see scratch marks. He is following her, and he finds her, and she doesn't see him. Oh, Julia looking the wrong way, but Dino finds her, just catches her completely off guard, and that's going to be a death at 5 gens. And still 2 people injured, 1 person very high stock, and he's right here. our survivor with the most stock is right here. This is looking very, very dangerous for Team Rift right now in this Ghostface set. They have next to no gen progress. 2 people injured, forced to work on gens because they really, really need gen progress, but this could bite them in the butt if they don't play safe. They could end up literally getting 4K5'd here. This could turn out very, very bad for Rift. They have to be very, very careful here. Play very patient. Dino's going to put an eruption kick onto this main gen and see if he can find anybody else nearby. We do see a little bit of progress on this gen. I'm not sure where everybody else is. Looks like they're still cranking gens, but oh, Nick working a very unsafe gen. He's going to end up going down. Last ditch effort trying to blind the killer. That's going to be eruption popping on all of our gens, and we still have pain res on this survivor. You think you're going to finish that gen, but you're not. That's going to be pain res coming through, probably onto Mitch's gen here, and we do still have that stock up. He surely knows that Dino is coming at this point, but we are going to be able to get that stock. And now Mitch has to play around this pallet. We do have God Pallet on the outside, but I don't know if he's going to make it over there. We do go for a firecracker, but Dino is happy to just bloodlust this tile. Eventually, he will get this down. You cannot run around it forever. And yeah, forced to play 50s there, and we do get the down onto Mitch. We are going to be able to take a pain res again. We're going to kick the gen first, start the regression, and then we are going to be taking our pain res here. At this point, Rift is fighting to not get 4K5'd. That would be very, very tragic after this long set if it ends with a 4K5. Ghostface, very, very difficult set. You need lots of coordination and very patient play, and unfortunately they gave a couple of tags for free there, and now we find Chase onto Cyber. I don't know if he's going to make it to the God Pallet. We kind of zone him away, but oh, I think he makes it. Nice. Good check spots from Cyber to not get caught off guard there and still make it to this God Pallet. But with that Olsen's Wallet, we do have our stealth mode once again. Not going to do too much for us. We're expecting them to monkey double this, but looks like it's just one of them. But I think we're going to have the down onto Nick again. We only have this one pallet in here. And okay, we do pop a gen. That is good, but we do get the down onto Nick again. This gen is very, very high progress. But this is Nick dead. I can't say I agree with him working that gen so brazenly when he's death hook, because now we're forced into 2v1 with injured survivors, and we did just see the scratch marks of Cyber here, and we try to swing through the window, but it's not going to land, and Cyber has to pull something out to be able to make it to this pallet, but Dino knows exactly where he wants to go and is trying to keep him away from it, but Cyber doing a good job of holding these check spots, not getting caught out from Dino's double backs, and goes for a swing through, but Cyber not falling for it again, and we are just going to go look for Mitch. He is on this very, very top side gen. We can still pop one of these gens. It is far enough away if Cyber is feeling brave, and oh no. I thought we were on that gen at 12. This is much closer than I thought it was. And unfortunately, we are forced into a situation where we feel like we have to play very fast because we did have all these deaths very, very early on with next to no gen progress. And we're going to be going back to this gen. I don't think Cyber is going to be able to pop it, unfortunately. I think this is going to be a 4K4 for Dino. Very impressive result here. Yes, that is going to be 4K4 confirmed. Cyber doesn't have this God Pallet here any longer, so he is going to inevitably go down. And yeah, that's going to be the 4K4 confirmed for Dino. The only thing that matters here is finding our slug after we hook Cyber, but we don't have to go very far since we are hooking in main, and a little bit to boot. That is our last painter stack as well, so even if a miracle happened, that gen would not be popping. And looks like Mitch stayed in the same place, just recovering, and yeah, that's gonna be the end to a very, very quick game for Dino. Some really great pressure, just constantly finding survivors. Every time he needed to, he would just find them. So very great play from Dino, getting some great stocks and some great chases throughout this game, landing a very, very good result. You definitely have to be very happy if you are the survivors of Team Chads, but now Cyber has a very, very tall task to 4K5 on Ghostface if he wants to keep his team in this tournament. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes while we swap over to this last matchup here. All right, welcome back, everybody, to most likely the final game of tonight. Following a very, very strong performance from Dino Milan, getting a 4K4 on Ghostface, was definitely looking very, very strong on the Ghostface. So, very tall ask for Cyber here to try to keep his team in this tournament. And wow, really nice breakout angle from Z Slasher here. Gotta know he's stocked a lot, so we don't really want to take the M1 here. We do see different add-ons than last time. We do see kind of standard ones, more or less, with the drop leg knife sheath and Olsen's wallet. We're gonna go for the stock here. If we can get it fast down, that would be huge. And I think we might. Oh, Z-Slasher very nicely making that window, and the drop leg just barely not enough distance. That window play was absolutely huge. We do need to get this down very fast, but looks like we're gonna be leaving Z-Slasher. He did make it to a very strong area of the map, so we don't really want to deal with that, and we are gonna have to abandon this very early stock. It's a bit unfortunate for Cyber here, a bit of a slower start than he would have liked. We do have spies from the shadows, giving us knowledge when these survivors are crossing around the map, but we have a lot of gen progress on this already. Looks like they're just hiding in exiles here. Yeah, making it very difficult to stalk through this, and Finesse just running into him, and ends up working out. We are just going to take the M1 instead. Finesse running into the killer to try to get that breakout, so not going to be able to be insta-downed, and he is just going to take it and going to have to follow him down the bottom side of the map. That's going to be first gen popping already in this trial. Only one more is going to make a win for Team Chads here. So I imagine we're most likely just going to be playing for best result. I know Chad's very experienced on the Ghostface set. This is their pick, and they are showing a lot of dominance on this set as well. And we're going to go... Ooh, looks like John ran into the middle to get that breakout onto Ghostface, and we do manage to make it to this pallet as well. We get a little tiny bit of stock on a Dino, but looks like John is going for a little bit of a blind play onto Cyber here, trying to stop him from stalking, but he gets stalked, and this is the hubris of man. We get fully stalked through the blind and ends up going down. Cyber swung through the pallet. I feel like that's a little bit of karma, and unfortunately that's going to be second gen popping, so that is going to be the win for Team Chads. And oh, the pallet save from Finesse onto John. He's not going to be able to get that hook stage. Finesse, I think, with the Iron Will. Yeah, so we didn't know he was lurking nearby, actually, so great stealth from Finesse there to be able to get that pallet save. And looks like, look how much distance we got. Cyber has to just drop this chase, I think. We're trying to mind game him around these rooms, I think, but looks like he just kind of sent it up. Might be able to catch somebody off guard here. Oh, looks like Z-Slasher vaults into the killer just a little bit there. And that is going to be a tag onto Z-Slasher. We now have 4 injured survivors with Sloppy. Kind of a lot going on here. Playing a little bit fast now that they got the win con. Looks like a couple blown up gen skill checks or heal skill checks possibly. And we're going to be chasing Finesse around this tile. It is pretty safe, but eventually you will die if you stay at it. So we'll see how long Finesse has to live here. Holding his distance very well. Greeting this pallet forever. If the Bloodlust kicks in right now, though, we would get the down. And, oh, Finesse on that low ping isn't able to be getting hit there. Cyber not able to get anything going this game, unfortunately. That's going to be third generator popping. No downs just yet. This does feel a little bit... Okay, I think we might be able to get the down on Finesse. No, we don't swing it. We did not trust that we would get that hit onto Finesse, but looks like Z-Slasher coming in for a body block here. Him and Dino just reset down on the bottom side. We're going to try to cut Finesse off here, and I think we do this successfully. That's going to be our second down of the match and first hook. Hopefully, no flashlight. Caster curse. I'm so sorry. I should not have spoke. As soon as he turned away from the pallet, because he didn't want to break it, I could feel that flashlight coming. Oh, Now we're gonna have Chase onto Z Slasher here. We go for a swing through, but not gonna get it. And Z Slasher is zoned on this bottom side, but we are gonna break the pallet, and he's gonna go for a breakaway. But we do have this God pallet. He's gonna have to drop it, but we're going for the blind again, just disrupting this killer as much as we possibly can. Looks like Chad survivors are trying to keep this as low stage as possible. Really trying to go for a crazy different results here. And nice pathing from Z Slasher. I think he has windows, so definitely helps with the pathing a little bit. You know, obviously very experienced in this map, but windows always very nice to have. And looks like we sniff out John hanging out, and we get that tag on him. I feel like if anybody we can kill this match, we want to get John out. He has been a little bit of a pest this whole game. We don't want him here anymore. And that's going to be our first hook. This is going to be Painter's coming through. And that's going to be 4th gen popping as well. So great gen progress from Chad's. And great teamwork here so far. Able to deny these hooks very often throughout this trial. Only getting his first hook this far into the game thanks to a pallet save and a flashlight save. But it looks like we're stalking Z Slasher, but we end up walking into Finesse instead. I think we get that tag. So now we are resetting a little bit of the pressure here. We are going to go look for Dino, see which gen he's on. We can figure out that they reset up here. Don't know if any of those doors were broken out. So Dino kind of gets distance for free. It's on your right. We do still have this egg size palette to play around. It is safe on same ping. So I would like to see Cybereye do a bit of a zoning play. Yeah, you do just want to instantly break this pallet. It is safe on check spots up to about 80 ms there. Nice fake from Dino that he was going to drop the pallet. Might be able to get a tag here. Swings through the pallet, but these survivors, these ping is just so good. Getting all these stuns. Not getting hit by any of the swing throughs. We're going to go try to get a little bit of stock on a Dino. I imagine they might be tripling a gen on the bottom side of the map, though. At least doubling it, yes. But we are still going to try to stalk a Dino, but he does get the breakout. We're going to get that kick, get the Olsen's Wallet power refresh. Dino is pretty significantly stocked, but somehow he breaks him out again. And that's going to be 5th gen pop. So now we're just going to go back and find Dino. Looks like Z Slasher being a little bit of a pest here. Hovering around the chase, probably wants to be the one going down instead. I don't remember if he's the one who has a hook stage on him or not. I think it's John. So this is still a fresh hook, but look at this Windows. Look at this Windows abuser. We're gonna take the tag onto Dino there, but Z-Slasher made a lot of distance from that. We have so many pallets still to work with in this game, and looks like he's running to the exit gate. I don't know if it's open yet. No, it's not. We are still following Dino here. This pallet is gone, and we did see the reset come in on John and Dino, which is exactly where he's running for some assistance. He needs help to get out of this corner. A little bit of a mind game going on here. Might be able to squeeze by. Oh, really nice swing from Cybereye, able to get past that body block, but we don't want to get flashlight saved here either. So still a little bit of chaos. I think we might have a flashbang in hand on Finesse as well. So a little sketchy here for Cybereye still. We do want to get at least one survivor. We did see John creeping up. He thinks he's so sneaky. Yep. Nice bait from Cybereye, baiting him into trying to go for that save, but not quite going to get it. We are going to get our prize, our reward, our hook onto Dino Melon and try to force these survivors out, or maybe catch anybody going for a quick pull, but nobody's here. Everybody is injured, but might see a reset. Yeah, looks like we're going to go for a triple reset. We do want to try to get Dino out of this trial, but Cybereye is content to just sit on this hook. And, you know, try to confirm this, but if the survivors get a reset, this is close enough to the gate that they can just cycle body blocks. They can go for the double save and then have one more person hit tank with 4 alive. So this is going to be a difficult spot for Cybereye to get anybody. What? I think that was an accident. There's no way he intentionally. Oh, sneaky. Okay, we got somebody 99 stalked, and he didn't see it happen. And now we go and get the down onto Finesse. Very, very sneaky from Cyber Eye. Looks like somebody is able to get the unhook, though. And so we are going to take Finesse. We can hear Z-Slasher running around. Again, a little bit like a mosquito. And we are going to take this hook onto Finesse and reset this cycle of getting the save. We have only one survivor healthy, but we need to try to find him. Oh, what? He just pulled right in front of him. He never left. Okay, that was a little crazy. So we sat there waiting to see when he would pull, see if we could catch his rotation, but looks like John just immediately went for the pull instead. And I think that's going to be all 4 survivors out the gate. Little bit of a sneaky play there from John. Get him! No, he does manage to get out. Bit of an unfortunate win con for Cyber Eye. So good effort in trying, but unfortunately 4K5 is just very difficult of a win con. So very unfortunate for that one. But that's going to be the 3-1 win for Team Chad's. Rift taking the nurse set by 1 fresh hook stage, and then Chad's able to take the spirit set and this Ghostface set, as well as our very first set on Billy. So thank you all for coming out to watch tonight. I'd like to thank Draxi for co-casting with me for a little bit, and thank you both teams for coming out, putting on a good show for us today. Very close matches, very exciting games today. But that is unfortunately it for us at EC here today. We'll be back next weekend with some exciting matches. We're going to be having Elysium, Oracle, Night Owls, and Chad's back once again for our 3rd round of losers bracket. So a couple teams with their tournament lives on the line. Elysium versus Oracle, you won't want to miss that. If you're not in our Discord, you can join it, do !Discord, and you can see all of our scheduling so you know when to show up, when to come see these exciting matches. And you also get pinged every time we go live. So, yeah, shout out EC. We hope to see you guys back next week, and thank you again for watching. Have a great rest of your night.